Hello, comic community. This is Comic Book Man coming to you for another video. This is part 3 of my 4-part era comic book series. Like I said in the previous video, there's not going to be 5 parts because, like I said, I had some my comic books mixed in on my double covers with my error, and I said I had 53 and it's going to be a 5-part, but I only have 38 and it's going to be a 4-part. So this is the 3rd part of my 4-part video series on era comic books, different kinds. And here we go. We're going to start off with Dead Rabbit number 1, which this is actually, I guess you wouldn't really call it. I guess you could kind of call it an error, but I guess you would call it recalled. But I'm going to throw it in here anyway. Anyway, they didn't get on their picture. They took on the name Dead Rabbit on a rabbit. They draw like a little on the bees. They draw like a rabbit head in there. So it's kind of like a trademark they didn't get permission to use. So they had to recall them and turn them back in. And this is a 9.8 green. It's not. I don't know if it's green because of the recall, but it's green because they signed it and it wasn't witnessed was not witnessed by CGC, but it has a certificate of authenticity. You know, I can't really say that too good, but anyway, it was Gary Dugan certificate on Midtown Comics. See, there's the certificate. Okay, and here's what it looks like. There's nothing special, just except for there's the signature. Let's see if we can get you to read that. There you go. Anyway, it was recalled because of the copyright on it. And it's got the green label because it wasn't witnessed signature CDC. But I threw that in there anyway. That's recalled. I can't remember, but I think that's the only recall. I guess you really wouldn't call it an error, but I just threw it in there anyway as an error comic book. Okay, now it's going to start getting interesting. Alright, this is probably, they might be 2 or 3 of these out there on this next comic book, but like I said, there's only 8 I'm doing today on this list. But okay, on this next comic, this is Bloodshot. Now we had Bloodshot on the video too, which I can still bring it back right quick. But this is issue 0. This is the one that you can see through it because the foil was not printed painted all the way. You can see through to the next page. But this is Bloodshot number 1, and this is a manufacturing error. This is 9.6. This was published in February 93, but what's so interesting, like I said, there are maybe, since I've been collecting comics on eBay especially, there's maybe been 2 or 3 of these I've seen. They don't come around very often. You look, it's hard to find, but I was proud to get this one. Anyway, this is manufactured with the chromium printed upside down. Now this is very, very cool, and you don't see me. It's a 9.6. Of course, I wished it was a green label, tags on census, but I don't think. I'd be surprised if there's 2. They maybe be 3 of these out there. Let's see if I can get to read the writing. Let's see, can we get that close enough? Maybe. Anyway, you can tell you don't have to read the writing. That's so cool. Printed upside down, man. You tell me when you see one of this now. What's so neat? You already see the next one coming up, or the next 2 comic books coming up. Anyway, with the next one coming up, that is so cool. I think one of my favorite ones. One of my favorites, anyway. This is a cool one too. But now, when I got this one, I'm starting to sell, a couple raw out there, but I still don't think there's as many of them. There's not this many graded ones anyway. But I'd be surprised that there's 10 of them. This is counting graded and raw. But of course, here's another one. It is still Bloodshot #1. Still the same thing, but this one has the custom label. But this is manufactured with a chromium cover, without the chromium cover. Now watch this. What's so cool about this? It's got a custom label. I said it's. You remember this one, don't you? You got the one upside down. Then you got the one with even chromium on it. Like I said, they might be. That's kind of like I said. It's hard to tell because this ain't the green label. But I'd be surprised if there's 4 or 5 of these graded, and I'd be surprised if there's 4 or 5 in the raw. So there may be about 10 of these out there. But it's very rare. I thought that was cool. It's another one of my favorite ones. Like I said, these people are starting to pay attention to these era comics. They get noticeable because if you can't afford, like I said on most of my videos, I repeat myself. If you can't afford Fantastic Four 1, X-Men 1, Spider-Man 1, Amazing Fantasy 15, Action Comics 1. Some of these are might not be as old, but they are rarer than those, the Action Comics or whatever. And I have not seen another one of these coming up. This is a Batman 95. And this is manufactured with a totally misprint. You seen that other one, Bloodshot. I keep wanting to say Bloodshot. Had no chromium. It's just a blank chromium. Chromium was missing. This does not have anything on the cover. It's completely white, front and back. And I'm going to show you this. It's a Batman #95. It's DC, September 2020. It's manufactured with blank outer cover. So I guess the inner cover, which, like I said, you can't really see it because it's graded. I guess it still has the ink and stuff, but this is completely blank. This is so cool. It's 9.8. And the green label, I love that. As far as I can tell, that's the only one. I had checked the census as well, but this is the only one. I hadn't seen no raw like this either. You can see, completely blank. 9.8 also. That is so cool. You see, I don't know how. So what's bad about only having only one sometimes is you don't have nothing to compare it by. It's just like I said before, that guy had the $1 million comic book. I think one it was Tales of the Teen Titans and mixed with a Marvel 2-in-1. It had Tales of the Teen Titans outside cover, Marvel 201 inside, and he wanted $1 million. And like I said, that was a 4.0 or 4.5. His was a 7.5 that sold for $300 or $400. But I got comics that's rarer than that. I don't know if I ever got $1 million, but it is rare. But he's so popular because he put $1 million on there, so that's why people heard of him. The next one I got, this is an example of, green label on some and blue label on others. So there's 2 of the same ones, different grades, but this one's going to be the green label. It's 8.5. Okay, green label 8.5. And what's the next about this one? It's manufactured with the cover inside out and backwards. You remember the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? They were printed backwards. This is actually, they got the inside and it's inverted with the inside cover inverted outside. So you got it stapled from that inside stapled on the outside, so it makes it backwards. I thought it was pretty cool, but I thought when I first got this that this was kind of rare, but it's still maybe about 10 of them out there on the census. I can't remember, but you can't really tell. Like I said, you got a green label here. This is Punisher War Journal number 30. So this is all backwards. This is the inside of the cover. This is the inside of the cover. There's the inside of the cover. Anyway, let's see if we can get so shiny. Can you read? Hopefully you can read that. But like I said, that was the green. Like I said, I like the qualified label because you can track them on the census. But the next one is going to be the same one. I'll show it to you in just a second. And it's got a custom label on it too, but this is the blue label. Same one. It's not 8.5, but it's got the custom label. It's pretty cool. But you see, it's blue. It's blue. No, it's not. And they put a universal grade on it, man. Come on. Anyway, like I said, I got 2 of them, but there's still more of them out there. Maybe, I want to say maybe there's 10 of them graded. It's kind of hard to tell, but still, it's rare. Going into that same mold, this is a totally different comic, but it's a totally different comic. At least it's got the qualified label. It's green. Manufactured with cover inside out. This is Legion of the Superheroes number 236, published in February 1983. Same as that Punisher World War Journal number 30, but this is a DC one inside out. Let's see if you can read that label. That is so cool. I don't think there's as many of these as the Punisher number 30 was, but still, like I said, there's still not many of these out here. You'd be lucky if there's 50 graded. Okay, my number 8 and last one for this, for part 3, is X-Men number 50. The new X-Men title, of course, number 50, published March 1996. It's manufactured with interior bound upside down and backwards. So the only difference between this one and the other ones, it was the cover upside down and backwards. This is the interior upside down and backwards, but it's pretty cool anyway. And it's got the qualified label. So I thought that was cool. The last time it was the cover. And this is the interior. It's so cool. 9.8 too, baby. Okay. All right, we're coming up. We got one more video to show. Thank you for looking at my manufacturer error comics part 3. And like I said, like and subscribe. I'll let my channel grow, and hopefully I'll have better content. Like I said, keep collecting comics, enjoy what you do. I mean, don't let nobody make fun of you. If you enjoy it, enjoy it. It's a pretty good investment. I know comics are going up and down, but like I said, the stock market goes up and crashes, you lose your stock, your money's gone. Comics go up and down to hardly nothing, you still got the comic, and it's going to rebound and come back up. So you still might not have the value on that, the market's going down a little bit, but you still got the comic. And still collect for the fun of it. Don't worry about the investment. The investment's just a plus. But Comic Book Man signing off, and I hope y'all have a good day. And part 4 is coming up very soon.